Okay, hello to all listeners. This is Mika Sarel in the Philippines. I'm an Israeli, to those who don't know. Today is the December 31, the last day of 2025. Today evening is the celebrations of the new year, 2026, and I guess that this recording can be a nice gift for many people. So, a few words about myself. I'm an energy teacher, researcher, experiencer. I usher people, I coach them, I offer much knowledge and intelligence in many areas that to do with growth, human growth and development, or uh, with people that want to actually gain more success in their life in everything that they're doing. And basically, I'm a helper for human beings' growth from the standpoint of wishing to see a better world. Okay, so this subject, you see, the title is a is a heavy one, and it concerns all of us. You know, all of us. We actually find ourselves in a boredom situation, which is a disease. It's actually a mental disease that is common. It's not called mental disease, but it's a state in which all trouble in life can get in without we are conscious about it. Yeah, okay. So boredom is actually an issue, and it was created. It was this situation. It's an issue. It's a situation. Okay, it's an issue that create a situation in human life in which they find themselves in a situation of brain hunger. Okay, the brain is hungry to do things, and he wishes to be active. Okay, and brain, as we know, is a machine. It's our computer and our energy enforcer. We start everything by thinking about something, and then we are compelled to do it because we get excited, maybe, and then we get the energy to do it, and then we do it. But the point is that boredom is not a situation that we chose. It's a situation that happens upon us. Now, before I'm continuing, this recording is in English because it came up because I was speaking with people here, especially with young ladies here that are telling me, I'm hearing it more and more, not once, not twice, that they are bored and they don't know what to do with their time, which is actually quite a dangerous situation for young people because you see, there are situations that the person can sit down and not think about anything, but he will not be bored. This situation is an advanced situation in which other things filling the human life after he discounted all kind of issues that he don't want to have in his own life, which is called the first stage of consciousness about personal development and improving one's life and putting a hand in one's life. And he actually is aware or cognizant about things in life that he doesn't want, like gossip and hatred and jealousy and gain and loss and all kind of stuff. And then he managed to balance them in a certain degree or in a degree in his life, and he is filling the vacuum with things that he do want, like being productive. Just an example: being productive, being happy, being enthusiastic, have new ideas, have energy to do it, and have the confidence. Because most of people, for example, doesn't have confidence, which is also a disease that created for the human situation by those in the world that control the world, actually, that want people to be ignorant, to be inert, not energetic and therefore subjective to their rules and demands, which are not natural, which actually very devious and want to make us all subjected and compliant to their ideas and threats and violence, okay? Because this is what happens. There's some authority that threaten us in many ways, even though, they're not saying it loudly, but for example, if you don't have money, you are in the streets. And the situation is known here very much in the Philippines. No one is want to be thrown out of his home and in the streets. So people are desperate and people are survivors, and this is exactly what they want. They want us to be survivors, and therefore, and also they want us to be bored. Why? Because all ideas that they produce can get in very much easier when a person is bored, and I will explain that. So this actually recording is not for those who have made work to make place in themselves for things that they do want, because most of people don't know what they want, and mainly young people that actually find themselves getting up in the morning and don't know what to do with themselves, and they don't know what to think. They don't know what to do with their time, and here is one of the greatest dangers that can happen to them, that this is actually falling into the holes and the traps that this energy governors of the world and physical governors of the world, which are the same, putting in front of in front of us for us to fall into. And P.S. Of course, if you didn't realize it, I'm speaking about energies. And everything is starting from energy. So I will try to explain in a very simple way what boredom is and why it's a very great danger. Okay, there is a very wise sentence. I didn't write the sentence, but a great man that I knew did. And he said, time is short for you, and it can rob you if you will not take account of it. Okay? Time, which is the greatest and precious gift of our life, is being stolen from us without us knowing it by boredom and by being occupied in things that are not developing us or improving us into what we do want to do with our life, or our dreams, or any natural inclination that we have that we want to grow into. Most of people don't even know who they are. They always governed by the criteria of money, and if they don't have money, they are subjected. So they want to have a lot of money to be someone, and then when they have a lot of money, they realize, if they realize at all, that the trouble became even greater. There are many people with big money that when they are bored, they start to do very devious things to other people, being very cruel, start to enjoy other people's suffering. And we can see this in authorities, in governments, within rich people. I've seen here, lucky Philippines that they manage to make money, start to look at other people from the top of the roof to slaves, and they will slave them. They will behave to them worse than animals, which is a greater disease even from boredom. It's the result of what boredom can give birth to. Okay, so we're talking about a situation which is very dangerous for people to be bored. So this recording is not about those people who have recognized those issues in their life that they don't want and made place for something else. It's basically, but also this issue of boredom is also crucial for them, because everyone can sometimes find himself in a situation of boredom, which is a great danger to all people. But those who are affected more are those who didn't think about their life. They're young people. They didn't have any experience, special experience. They didn't become a professional in something. They didn't train in some, or train themselves in differentiate between being trained by like outer authority, like train in a work that you go and work 14, 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, with a salary of 10,000 pesos or even less. So this is slave situation. These people are not bored, but they are occupied by making other people rich, and they are being used. Okay, we are talking about a situation when a person, young person, is not working, you get up in the morning, he's got time. Now, hello, guys, girls, and boys. Time is the most precious things that we have, not money. Time, and it's short for us. If we are not paying attention, especially young people, we will find ourselves in 40 doing nothing and being filled up with bullshit. And it's all caused by boredom. And boredom, I will speak about it a little bit later, can cause a person to do things that he never believed he can do, bad things, okay? It can actually create a situation where a person will go and make a crime because of boredom. So let's define boredom. Let's see what boredom is, okay? So this is going to be interesting. It's not short, but it's going to be interesting. Let's look at the word boredom. Boredom is a situation, first of all, that we are empty. Empty before we decided what we don't want to have. Okay, this is very important to remember. Or in areas we didn't decide about, or we're not conscious of, or didn't put a conscious hand in this area. So if you look at the word boredom, we can anagram it into be doom. No, here you got the first clue. You got a doom inside the world, in repetition in the blood, because B is for the blood. So what does it mean? It means that when you are bored, you actually open a gate for doom to get into your life. Now, this should be very frightening for you. You should be very frightened of being bored. And I will give some antidotes or cures or ways to deal with it and to fill ourselves with things that are good for us, that will seize us from being bored, but also be good for us because we chose them, and not someone else chose them because we don't have money, for example. Then we have to take a job that is shit. Not paying, but we don't have a choice. So I want to give some kind of a choice in a situation that you can, like say, okay, I'm bored, what can I do? But first of all, let's speak about the boredom. Because we need to understand that a cat and a dog cannot be bored. They're not bored. And there's a reason why. Energetically, cats and dogs and all animals or all life, organic life on the planet, besides human, only human can be bored, but humans are very special. So all other life, the fauna, the flora, the animal life, the plant life, they are not bored. You see, you can see a rock, it can sit there for thousands of years and not get bored. He's a rock. He's being a rock. He can't be bored. This is what it is. And what it is, it's full. It's not developing. You can't come to a dog and expect him to be a cat or to write poetry. He's 24/7, every second of his life, being a dog fully. So he is complete. He's actually in a complete state of a dog. Therefore, he's not developing. He doesn't have the choice, and he doesn't have the consciousness. He is unconscious or semi-conscious. Semi-conscious, unconscious being depends on the level of the life. Let's say dogs and cats are more or there are animals that are more intelligent because of their nature than others. Okay? But you can be very surprised by what intelligence can be born in an animal if he's in a loving hand of a human, but he's not changing. You see, a goat, he will stay a goat. It will be a more loving goat, more happy goat. It will react to you more in a live way when you are good to it, when you are being, good-hearted and consider his needs. Goat or cat or dog, and they will fill up with your love and they will be more bright, but they will stay what they are. They are completely what they are, and they're not developing to something else or something better. It's not a super goat or a professor goat or a professor cat or dog. It's only a dog or a cat or a goat, etc. So we're talking about human beings, and human beings are not complete. They are in an interim situation, means that something in them is having is a vacuum. It's a created, inborn vacuum for you in human beings that is open to what we can improve upon. Means personal development or all kind of improvements that we can do because of our consciousness and our decisions and our hand that we actually want it. And it needs to be born in us because it's something in us that we want. Everyone's got dreams. Everyone got some kind of special things that they love doing. There are people that love them, that are good in dancing, others good in singing, others good in mathematics or in sciences or a combination of all of them or both of them or some of them. But it's very specific to every human. Not to say that in schooling today they are not paying attention to individuals. We're having standard issues, which is very bad for us because it will not allow us to be enthusiastic and want things that we want. We always try to copy others and to compete others. So this is what happens. Because there are jobs that are occupied and more people that want it. This is what the world created. Okay, so let's go back to boredom. So boredom is actually a reblood doom that is created in a person, a situation of vacancy that is created in a human that humans are not conscious about or doesn't put a hand or wishing or wanting something for this space to be filled. Something else fills it. We are having 1/3 of us, by analogy, that is empty and energetically, that we need to feel because we want and choose and we are decisive about our life. But most people are not decisive about their life. They're just sitting there because no one told them about anything. No one told them that they can do something. Actually, most of the people have got a very serious inferiority complex, and they don't think that they're worth anything. They don't think that they are special. And I see it a lot here in this country. I mean, people are only numbers. No one remembers them. And this is very sad. It shouldn't be like that. This is why I wish to create a schooling in my age as well. Anyway. So let's go back to the time. We have a time, we have a vacancy, and we need to fill it up. If we are not doing it, then something else is coming to fill the space. And it's not the thing that we want in our life. Okay? The huge energy world in this life, on this planet, that is not supporting and promoting human life. It's actually slaving human life. And it creates a situation where a person will be compelled to do things that he don't want to do. And in the edge of his consciousness, he knows it's bad for him. But then his brain, that is very strong machine, if you're not directing your brain or telling him, listen, I want to learn about mathematics today. I want to learn about the moon, about the continents on this earth, about Antarctica, about geology, about biology. Everything that you put in it, you make the brain go and work for you. It's like a great helper, great machine that will actually take you, and it's a great calculator and a computer that will analyze what you do, what you want, and go and help you doing it. Then you start doing and generating it, and then emotion come into it, and you get enthusiastic, and then you start to get active, and then you get results. Okay? But the situation when the brain is not directed in a situation of boredom is very bad. It's unfortunate. What happens is the brain see that you are not redirecting and redirecting it. What it does, it will find entertainment, because brain is like a child. You want entertainment. So what happens with men, when they are bored? they c- many ideas that are not good for them can be born in them, not by them, by those entities that want food and very happy that you are bored because they can recruit your brain instead of you. So your brain working for them and not for you because you're not decisive. You're not telling the brain what you want. You don't redirecting it. You don't think positively. You don't take yourself into a clear direction that you wanted. So something else using it. And it will use you to do all kind of things that will be bad for you. I know people that committed, I heard, I didn't know them personally, but they committed a murder because they were bored. The idea of let's make the perfect crime. They were rich people, rich young men that actually had everything physically. They were rich, they had cars and girls and everything. One day they just sat together, drank beer, and said, let's commit the perfect crime. And they actually went and murdered an innocent child. Later, there's a film about this, and later, very mysteriously, they left a proof in the arena of the murder. They were actually doing it perfectly, and they had one fault. And this fault caused them to be, in the end, to be found and convicted. Okay? So boredom can create terrible crimes, ideas in the human. Or, for example, all kind of stuff that he never thought he wanted to do, but something else made him very enthusiastic about it, not thinking about the consequences of what he's doing. Because your brain is working is occupied by another, another computer technique. You are dreaming, you are sleeping, and another thing is using your computer. And then he put in your computer bugs or viruses, and you start to do things that are wrong for you or bad for you, and you think it's your ideas. It's not. And then you find yourself paying for mistakes that you never thought that you might do, but that were caused because of state of boredom. So, until now I explained boredom and the dangers of boredom. Now I want to give some kind of antidotes, okay? And every person should consider this because you, first of all, need to be afraid of boredom. Actually, you need to do something. And I'm speaking about young people, especially here or in any other place. You know, from the state of boredom, you can, I've seen young girls that went to make a pornographic movie. They were not wanting it, but they were, because they did not have anything of themselves that was born before about their life, and they didn't have a self-decision. They were young, okay? And it's mainly happened to young girls. I've seen it in the States, okay, in the United States. There is this norm or social norm that if you're not getting into day after you are 18, not going and making a pornographic movie, you didn't pass the exam. So in order to prove yourself, you need to do this. Not thinking that this film is going to be distributed all over the world, and sometimes when you'll be a teacher or in the future, you will forget this, and then you come to this class and the students found your pornographic movie from the time you were 18. And all your job and all your work went bananas, and people fire you because they don't want a teacher that was a pornographic porn star, like porn star. So there are consequences to things, and we are not consider them in a state of boredom. That's the danger. We are not conscious about this. Okay, so what can we do consciously to fill up the space and to put good things for us instead of bad things that can issue because we are bored? Okay? So I'll just make the list, find out, make a combination, find different things, create new things, but you must do something. Because if you will not do something, something else will do with your equipment. And it will kill you in the end if you're not conscious. Kill you in, not just, I'm not speaking about gunshot. It will kill you slowly, turning you into something that you never wanted to be by the consequence of what you do. Not because you chose, because something else chose for you, which is not good for you. Okay, so let's start. Books. I know that one of the diseases of youth today that they don't read. I'm telling you something. Books can change your life. Take a book. Start with finishing one book in 1 month. Then when you get excited, everything is going to happen. Don't see it as a punishment. Sit down quietly and read. Your brain will reject it, will not want it. It wants entertainment. But when you'll get into it, your brain will be very interested because suddenly there is a story and it interests him. But you decided about it. So books are very good, okay? And I know very few reading today. I was reading a lot when I was a child. Yeah, I read less now. So books are very good. Physical activity, okay? Go to the gym. Make some sport. Activate your body. Do things with your body. This is a good one because for young, to keep good shape is very important. So do that. Write yourself a list of things that you actually want to do or you're interested. For example, a lady said to me, I love singing. I said, okay, don't just do karaoke. Go and pick yourself the songs that you really love. Find the playbacks or karaokes, okay, and then sing it or sing along. Then there is a possibility today with the internet, you can actually get into the site and sing with karaoke and actually publish it. If you are a good singer and you can train with music, be in tune, sing what you love, yeah, go with the bands that you love and do it. If you are learning to play an instrument, it's even better. Well, to sing is also an instrument, yeah. It's to use your singing abilities, but if you want to do it even further, you can learn to play a piano or something else, or even simple, like a flute, whatever, or a drum. Set yourself something that you actually want to grow into. For example, you want in the next year to have a little bit more money, to achieve. Maybe you want to go and learn something. Not necessarily in the university. Universities are also a trap. You can learn to be professional in something without going to the university. Yeah, I've seen shoemakers that teach young men, and they become shoemakers themselves. Just for an example. And actually, they open small business and they make money and become very good in what they do. Okay, or watch people that repair watch or computers. People that know how to repair things are very wanted. So learn a profession. Go and learn something to do. Work with your hands, with your mind. And love what you do. Because if you love what you do, you'll be great with it. If you're not loving it, then it will be not great. Yeah, okay. Somewhere in the middle, and you will not be excelling in it. Okay, go and learn. Go learn. Learn. Take a course. Learn computers. Learn diplomacy. Learn to be a gatekeeper in hotels. Not those who open doors. Those who escort people to their rooms and explain to them about the hotel. Learn to cook. Maybe you can actually be very much good in cooking or in working in restaurants. Not only to be waiters, to be a little bit more than waiters. Or to grow up to be a small manager in a business that you love doing. You love serving people, go and do it. Go find a way to do it. There is something that I don't know the name. I'm looking now live what it is. You'll be patient, please. So it's called crosswords. Crosswords are amazing to kill boredom. My father, who is today more than 90, He's doing crosswords all the time. He's sitting, and actually he's becoming an expert in it. There's no crossword that he miss a word, and he's very bright because of it. It makes him actually knowledgeable and bright about language. So crosswords are important, good. They are boredom killers. To learn to play the game of chess. Now, I'm telling you something. Chess is a miracle. If you learn to play chess and you start rehearsing with it, start playing with it, you'll fall in love with it. And it is a great brain occupier. And it will make you more intelligent, more strategic. Statistically, those who play chess game are businessmen better than others. That's the truth of it. I said open a business. I said all kind of arts and skill like drawing, dancing, playing, singing, all kind of music. And you can today in the internet open a channel in social media, like become a YouTuber about something that you like. I'm seeing many people that go now across the East and they actually filming local food. And they become famous YouTubers. And when you are very successful, YouTube is actually giving you money, a big money, if you are good. And it can be not, you don't have to be a YouTuber. You can actually be a big one. You can be average one, even a small one, and start to be, and start to see results in what you do. You speak about what you love. I've seen people that teach other people to sew, all kind of tricks about cooking, about cutting things, all kind of inventions, small inventions. This is very, very good, and it occupies the brain in promoting things. These people are not bored. They're always creative because they train their brain to work for them. The brain can refuse in the beginning because you trained him badly before, but you need to insist. And I'm telling you, I'm finishing this recording by telling you guys that this issue is crucially important. Don't allow your brain, if your brain, you want to do something, your brain refuse, then convince him. Show him that you are serious. Come with some power of living to do something that you choose to do because you want to be promoting for something in your life, and you definitely don't want to be bored, because boredom is the blood doom, exactly as it is. So I hope this is helping. I hope it was not boring, and specifically, and that's it. Tell me if it worked for you. Tell me if it's interesting, at least. All right. If you finish this recording, you were not bored for 33 minutes or 34 minutes, and this is a good beginning, because this recording is including inside it the cure. Because when you understand what it is, you start to be actually afraid to be, then you move to do something good. Because there are things that we need to be afraid of, like being bored. We need to be afraid of it, because it will kill us. It will rob our time, and it will take us astray, take us to places we never wanted to be, and then we'll have to pay the consequences of them. All right, so good luck, and fill your life with good things that you choose. Be the author of your own portrait. Yeah, this is also a concept that I got. It says, become the author of your own portrait. Start with wanting something and pushing your fists to create a space for it. Don't get bored. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Mika Sarel in the Philippines. Happy New Year.